everything looking good on here? How we looking? How we looking, folks? I gotta focus this. How's this? Out of focus. How's this? In focus. More in focus, it looks like. All right. I got the Hawaiian shirt. Got the Beach Boys, fake Beach Boys music playing. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Got the toaster in view. Good. Put this down here. Put the bread up here so everyone can see it as we get ready. What's up, everybody? We are live with Toast Tuesday. Yo, Jason, what's up? John, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. Can you guys hear me? How are we sounding on the audio here? Yo, we're serving. This is going to be me next month when I visit LA. All right. All of this music that I play is courtesy of Incompetech. I think that's how you say it. Kevin McLeod makes some great free music that everyone can use in their videos. Awesome. Welcome, welcome. Trent, what's up? Thank you for being here, everyone. Jason, John. Awesome. Thanks for coming in. I'm sure more people will continue to come in as time goes on. I keep looking at the laptop. I got to look at the camera. Sorry. This is my second week with the new setup, the good mic, the good camera. No more looking at my laptop, so I got to get used to all this stuff. Appreciate everyone being here. I'm like out of breath from fake surfing, so I think I ate like 400 mini like honey pretzel rods today. You guys know what I'm talking about? So I guess they haven't digested yet or something, because I just kept eating them I got one of the barrels from Aldi, and I was like, I shouldn't have done that. So I ate like 400 of those today, but they're gone, so I don't have to worry about them anymore. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I really appreciate it. If you make a skit on going to LA, you need to do that pose. I do really want to try to record some kind of stuff when I'm out in LA. I'm going in September. One of my friends, it's her birthday, so she's celebrating her birthday that weekend. And then also I'm trying to figure out what YouTubers, if any, I know that live out in LA, because I would love to collaborate with some YouTubers. Well, I know there's obviously tons of YouTubers out in LA, but I would love to collaborate with YouTubers out in LA, because I just want to try to collaborate with people everywhere I go. And eventually it is my goal to move to LA. So, hopefully sooner rather than later. So I would love to kind of meet some people and make some videos and stuff, because there's a lot of very, very funny people out there to just blow me away with all the creative stuff they do. So thank you, everyone, for being here for another Toast Tuesday. Trent, I would love to collaborate. I'll shoot you a message on Instagram or something, just to give you a heads up on when I'm going to be out there, and hopefully you'll be out there too. If not, then we could meet up or do whatever. But Trent, everyone, if you don't know, Trent in the chat is also a hysterical YouTuber that makes some awesome sketches, and he has a really cool thing coming up for Halloween where he's letting people in his community write and create sketches and poems and creative things and submit them to him, and he's going to make a video every single day of October for his channel that's Halloween October themed. So super cool, and I really want to write a sketch for that, but I'm procrastinating because he gave us some time to procrastinate. So I will eventually submit mine at some point. But for now, we are back to Toast Tuesday. Without further ado, I'm going to get some of this toasting. So I got some broken bread, as always. I think today we're working with what I've had for the past few weeks, which is some nice fresh sourdough. I think this is from a local bakery called Blackbird Bakery. It makes some really nice sourdough. So I'm going to go ahead and get this toast and make sure the settings are all good. My sister just came back from Europe, and she was trying to cook toast in this toaster. And I was like, Gina, I'm telling you, you got to put the toaster this setting or else you're going to burn the toast or else it's going to be undercooked. And she's like, I know what I'm doing. And then she put it in there. She didn't put it on the right setting and it didn't toast all the way. And I was like, I do this every week. I think I know what I'm doing. But anyway, for those of you that were here last week, thanks again for joining. If you're new here, every Tuesday, I try to do a Toast Tuesday live stream where I make toast, my favorite food, and put a different thing on it from week to week, or at least try to, and then just talk to you guys about whatever you want to talk about, whether that's movies or video games or news, not so much news, movies and video games, or you guys ask me about my Legos behind me on the shelf here. And then I always pick them up and break them a little bit. But whatever you guys want to talk about, feel free to put it into the chat. I normally start just by saying some of the stuff that I've been doing. Hey, no worries that you're late. I'm just happy you're here. Thank you for being here. No worries at all. Also, I know a lot of people are going back to school soon. So I am going to try to put a poll out on YouTube to see if there's a good time or a better time on Tuesdays for me to do this. I still want to do it on Tuesday, so it can be Toast Tuesday. But, it could be a Toast Thursday. Maybe not, but maybe. But I'm going to put a poll out soon once people go back to school to see if there's a better time for the live stream so that everyone can make it no matter where you are. But there's a lot of people that from the U.S. that aren't from the U.S. that don't watch. So, can't always – I wish everyone could be on the same time zone. Can you imagine how weird that would be if everyone in the world was on the same time zone? And then when everyone went to sleep on the planet, everyone was asleep. Wouldn't that be crazy? That'd be pretty cool. But also scary. Because then I feel like there'd be a scary noise outside and everyone in the world would be like, did you guys hear that? Yeah, Trent, Toast Thursday. Yeah. That's a good one. All right. So last week I talked about I had fresh tomatoes from the garden that I cut up like I did last week. And I made a poor man's bruschetta. And then a bunch of people started roasting me and they were like, yo, there's no balsamic on there. You need some basil on there. So this week I came prepared. So obviously we have the bread. We have the fresh tomato. I have, of course, the Walmart Great Value garlic salt, not garlic powder and not salt. As you all know, this is the combination of two of the greatest spices in the world, garlic salt. Sorry, I'm always behind on chat. I'm bad at this. Bro, it's 4 a.m. for me. Wow. Well, thank you for being here. But also, toast is important, but so is sleep. But I thank you for being here. Like I said, I'm going to try to find a better time where more people can make this, but I appreciate it. Can you try to scare me? You can try, but I'm only scared of, still being in my dad's basement doing this in 20 years. So that's the only thing that really scares me. That may never happen because always on one side. Yeah, no, I know. That's how they work. I cracked my head open when I was 3. I can one up you. Sorry that happened, but I was on a trampoline when I was 3 and I bit through this part of my lip right here. Toast is done. Let's check and see. What do you think? I think maybe another. Let's do this. Maybe another 20 seconds. Don't let me forget. I always say, guys, don't let me forget. And then it starts burning, and I go, oh, there's smoke coming out of there. Where was I? This week's toast. I have basil leaves fresh from the garden this week. So I'm going to be putting some fresh basil on there. These ones were picked just before getting too bitter. So these are still sweet and delicious. So I got some basil this week. And then, look at this. I haven't seen John, what's his name? The super Italian guy in the chat that was roasting me last week. I haven't seen him yet. But he would be happy to know that I had some balsamic vinegar that I will also be putting on the toast this week. Speaking of the toast... Yes, thank you, Trent. I was just about to say I don't want it burning in front of me again. Okay. All right. Whoo! All right, so here's the toast, ladies and gentlemen. Mostly all gentlemen, probably, if I had to guess, but I'm not going to make any assumptions. Sorry, I'm still looking at the chat. That's crispy. Yeah, this is nice crispy toast now. I had cancer. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but thank you for being here, and hopefully you're better now. I got a spike by a bee when I was 2 in the eye. Wait, whoa. What's going on in the chat? Guys, you guys have been through some hard times. I got stung by a bee 2 weeks ago when I was riding my bike down like in Cleveland. We had the Cleveland Metro Parks. It's awesome outdoor place. You can go ride and stuff. And I'm just riding my bike. My shirt was kind of sagging low. And the bee just got in, freaked out because it was like, I'm in the what's going on? It freaked out. And then it just stung me in the middle of my chest. And I'm just riding my bike, and all of a sudden it felt like I got punched. I was like, oh my God. And I just kept biking. I like grabbed my shirt and just went like this. And I think I squished it or threw it. I never found the body, but I got it out of there. There's a massive red welt to my chest. And then this was an hour into my 2-hour bike ride. So then I had to bike an hour home just being like, oh, this doesn't hurt. This doesn't hurt. But it hurt a lot. So that wasn't great. Speaking of bees, but okay. So we got the toast here. Every Tuesday, come by and say hi. Squishy, I see you. Don't be lonely. I see you. I'm just trying to pronounce your name, but it's so many different words. Squishy Rat Studios 2.0. What happened to Squishy Rat Studios 1.0? That's what I want to know. Vincent. That's who it is. I don't know why he's called you John. Probably because John's a nice guess for an Italian name. But without further ado, folks, we got the toast here. Also, is everything? I know the toast is out of focus, but am I in focus? The problem is I'm using my old Canon camera, which, I can't complain about having a Canon, but it's an old one. So the autofocus is terrible. So if I were to keep it on autofocus, it would go like, and it'd be really hard. It'd be really annoying. So I hope it's in focus. So I'm going to, how do I want to do this? I think I'm going to take some of these basil leaves and I'm going to drape them. That's the word I'm going to use here. I'm going to drape them on the toast. Oh, these smell. If you guys could smell this, one of my favorite YouTubers. I watch a lot of all different types of YouTube, comedy, gaming, but I also watch a lot of cooking YouTube, like chefs and Binging with Babbage, people like that. But one of my favorites I found the past year or so, actually longer than that, is Chef Jean-Pierre, who is this like French Italian chef that has some delicious recipes, and he's always super animated. And in his videos, he's always just go, "Oh, friends, I wish you were here to smell this." And I'm always like, "Does it really smell that good?" And then I'm making this, and this smells great. So I wish you guys were here to smell this. But all right, we got some basil on here. Sorry, I'm really behind the chat. Balsamic, yes, Vincent, we got some balsamic for you. I think I got all the ingredients this week. I'm gonna put some tomato on now. Put some tomato on here next. And this is, I butchered this tomato cutting it this week. I thought it was a combination of like semi-hard tomatoes and me not sharpening my knife in a while. And it just, it looks like I shot them. So it's kind of the tomatoes are kind of a mess, but hey, they're fresh from the garden. So they're still going to taste great. There we go. Another one for good measure. And then, friends, what we're going to do is do balsamic next. A little bit of balsamic on here. Mr. Dude Guy. Oh, the gaming channel. Yes, I know. I've been thinking more about that because you guys keep bringing it up. I'm like, should I make a gaming channel or some gaming content? But it would just be me playing like Fallout 76 until I can find some friends to play games with more regularly. But yeah, I know I added some of you last week to on Discord. I don't have my own Discord, but if anyone wants to game and I have a game that we all play, then just let me know. Okay. I just put some balsamic on there. It's kind of, this is Aldi balsamic. So it's kind of thin. It's not like, viscous, sweet, kind of sticky, good balsamic, but it says it's imported from Italy. So, I mean, how bad can it be? And I got that on there. And then after that, we're going to do the garlic salt. And I know I say this every week, but let me tell you guys, it's going to look like a lot more than it is, but that's only because it is. But this stuff is delicious. You guys got to get garlic salt if you don't already have it. Put it on your pizza. Put it on your pasta. Eat it with a spoon. Maybe don't do that, but, Okay, here we go, guys. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna try to give you guys a glamour shot. Let's see. No, you know what? I'll mess up the whole thing if I touch the camera, so I'm not going to touch the camera. All right, here we go. Some actual poor man's bruschetta, or bruschetta, however you want to say it. Tomato, basil, No olive oil. Forgot it upstairs. Don't make me think about that. Balsamic and some garlic salt. Cheers. Thank you all for being with me again on this Toast Tuesday. Oh man. Guys. You know, like last week I was like, this is bomb. This is bomb 2.0. I'm putting more tomato on there. This blows last week's out of the water. And last week was already probably just as good, if not better, than the homemade mulberry jam I had for the 2 weeks before that. But holy crap. You guys, you got to make this. Think about it. All you need is bread, a toaster, a tomato, basil. Okay, it sounds like a lot. Balsamic. Okay. But here's the thing. It's not that expensive. It's really not that not that expensive. And listen to this. Can you guys hear this? I mean, come on. How could you not want that? That crunch. There we go. Cheers, Jason. Cheers. I need balsamic glaze. I do need balsamic glaze. I was thinking I might be able to try to thicken this, maybe by heating it, reducing it a little bit, but I should just get the balsamic glaze instead. Crunchy toast intensifies. Hopefully that sounded good when I did the toast chewing ASMR over there for you guys. Yeah, Nathaniel just said ASMR. Yeah, this is welcome. This is now a mukbang. It's messy. The balsamic makes it messy. What have you guys been up to this week? Everyone having a good week so far? When do people go back to school? I truly don't know. Squishy, what's your favorite donut? What's my favorite donut? Ooh, you know, I really like. I'm not a huge sweets guy, but I like a lot of the classics. I like what are they called? Sour cream donut? I think they're like the ones that are kind of like. Is that what they're called? They're kind of like they're kind of darker in color and like rippled, like ripple. I don't even know what I could compare them to, but they're good. It's like a sourdough donut. Am I making any sense here? Does anyone know what I'm talking about at all? Or is that not the name of it? I don't know, but that's one of my favorite donuts. When I was a kid, I used to really like the lemon-filled donuts with like powdered sugar on them. The ones I like, this sour cream, I don't know, but they're just like glazed donuts, but they're denser. They're like a dense glazed donut. So that's probably my favorite donut. The 25th. Okay, so what is it today? The 17th or 16th or something? The 16th. So okay, so you guys still got about a week or so before everyone goes back to school. Cool. So I'll wait maybe another week or two. And then start to figure out what time works for people. But speaking of, all right, guys, going in for another bite. Good. So that's my favorite donut. What are your guys' favorite donuts? Anything? Anyone? There's probably a lot of donuts that are way better than that. And nowadays, I mean, I feel like when I was a kid, donuts were like they're pretty classic. There may be like 8 donuts that you could get that were like standard donut fare. That was like glazed donut, pink glazed donut with sprinkles. The one I've been talking about, jelly filled, lemon filled, custard filled, like eclair. And like that was it, I think. There were like 10 donuts. And now there's like, I mean, forget about it. Now there's like bacon bits in the donut, on the donut, maple glazed donut. Now there's like Oreo cookie cream on top with cream filling puff inside donut. Like there's like whole donut. There's like a donut renaissance we went through. And now everyone can find these crazy, crazy good donuts. Glazed is peak. Yeah, I agree, Jason. Nice, simple glazed donut. There's nothing better. Strawberry frosted with sprinkles. Okay, that's what I pictured. Like that's like the classic Homer Simpson donut, I think. Because at least how I picture it in my mind. Sourdough donut. Is that what I've been talking about this whole time? I can't. Maybe that's what I say. Sour cream? Did I say sour cream? I think it's sourdough donut. I truly don't know. I've literally like never bought one myself. I think my dad's always bought them. I'm just like, yeah, that's the one. I just look at them like that's the one that I want. So I don't remember what it's called. Long Johns from Tim Hortons. I don't know. I'm not Canadian, so I've never been to a Tim Hortons, and I don't know what the Long Johns is. You'll have to explain what that is. Talking about Vulpus, I'm talking about donuts today, right now. Long sticks, but with the chocolate on top. Okay, I think I've seen those before. Also, I know I've brought this up on here before, I think, but if you ever go to Canada, specifically like Toronto or maybe Ottawa or Montreal or whatever, Canada has like their version of like fried dough or funnel cakes that are called beaver tails, I think. And they're just like long, flat pieces of fried dough that they just brush with butter and then coat with powdered cinnamon sugar. One of the best things I've ever had in my life. And I was in Toronto a couple months ago, and it just happened to be like free beaver tail day. And I was like it was just the most Canadian day of all time. We were just walking around, and there were just like people in like their beaver tail outfits, and they're like, "Hey, do you guys want free beaver tail?" And I'm like, "What's a beaver tail?" And they're like, "It's this delicious cinnamon dessert." And I was like, "Okay." And then I just went in line, got it for free, ate it. My mind was blown. I was like, "This is incredible." And then I just went back around in line, and I was like, "Can I get in line again?" And they're like, "It's Canada. Of course you can." And so I just went in line again and got another one, and they were so freaking good. Vegan donuts. Yes, Mers. Damien, what's up? Yeah, vegan donuts. When we were where was that? Was that in Buffalo? We went to that vegan donut shop. That was delicious. So don't sleep on vegan donuts. Vegan donuts are actually very, very good. Do I have any pets? Nathaniel asked, do I have any pets? I have fish. I'm a fish guy. So I used to have a dog when I was a kid, and then we got rid of it because it was too much for us to handle. But basically, since I've been like 10, I've had fish, and I really like fish because you can kind of aquascape the whole tank and make it look really cool. And then you can breed fish. Like I have a lot of guppies that breed, and then you can go to the pet store with your baby fish and trade it in for other fish or food. It's kind of like a barter economy. You're like, I've got fish. What do you give me? And they're like, we've got other fish. And so it's like a whole underground economy of just trading fish. So I've got fish, which I love, but those are the only pets I have currently. And I think if I were to get more pets, I mean, I love dogs. I can't do cats because I'm allergic to cats. I think I would just get more fish. I think I would just get just so many fish that all of my walls would be covered with fish. Slight lag. Sorry, Silver. Hopefully it's not lagging for everyone. If it is, guys, just let me know in the chat. What is your favorite genre of movie or movie? Wait. What is your favorite genre of movie/movie? Yes. Hold on. Let me take another bite of this. It's getting a little soggy. It's getting a little soggy from the balsamic. I really like dramedy. You know, I think it was Judd Apatow said at some point that maybe it wasn't him. It was probably him quoting someone. Judd Apatow is like famous for like just taking all the other things, great things other people have invented, and then just putting them together to make one thing, which is a skill in and of itself. So he's very talented, but he just surrounds himself with a lot of good ideas and people too. But he, I think it was him, or at least he was quoting someone that said like every comedy is also a drama. Like every comedy movie should also be a drama. Like if you took all the humor out of a comedy, it should be able to stand on its own as a dramatic movie. And the plot and the characters and the story should be interesting enough where you could still watch it and be like, that was a good movie, even if all the comedy was sucked out of it. So I kind of like the mix of those. Those are the movies I've always been drawn towards, is like movies that are very funny, but also very sad, or talk about a topic that's like that. So, but then, I mean, I watch all sorts of movies. So in the past week, I've watched 16 Candles. I watched Prey. I know some of you wanted me to watch Prey. That was good. I watched Amadeus, which is a 1984 movie about Mozart. That was really good. And yeah, so I watch all sorts of stuff. So action. I really like horror. I really like horror movies. I refuse to watch any horror movies until Veer SFS. Howdy, thanks for being here. I really like horror movies, but I didn't watch them until college. And then freshman year in college, I just watched them all in my dorm room because I felt safe because my other roommates were there. So I binged every famous horror movie of all time, and then I got really into it. My favorite horror movie of all time is The Conjuring, which I think kind of goes by the same. I'm putting this more toast in, guys. Round two kind of falls to like the same thing that Judd Apatow said about comedies, but for horror, like The Conjuring for me is such a good movie that even if you, and this sounds strange because it's a massive part of the movie, but even if you took like the horror or the jump scare scenes out of that movie, it would still be a great movie. So really like The Conjuring, and if you haven't seen it, definitely would recommend it. Sorry, I'm missing a whole bunch of you guys stuff here. Minions is your favorite movie. Minions. Okay, so you are definitely 10 years old. We have identified that. I haven't seen any Trent. Thanks for being here, dude. Appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. And I will hit you up about my trip out to LA. Be awesome to put something together. I haven't seen any of the Minions ones. I don't even think I've seen what's the first one? Despicable Me? I don't even know if I've seen that. I think I tried watching it on a plane and I fell asleep. So yeah, whoops, my bad. I do need to watch that at some point in time. Paul Blart Mall Cop, great movie, very funny. Paul Blart, what's his name? Kevin James, very funny comedian. Played on an old TV. What is this? You guys talking about Minions? You talking about Minions in the chat? Redacted, what's up? Thanks for being here. Stranger Things. Yeah, I love Stranger Things. I thought the newest season of Stranger Things was that season 4. I thought the newest season of Stranger Things was probably the best season since the first season. Let me think if I'm. Yeah, no, that's right. Because the first season was like they were all really kids. It was all being established. Second season was, I believe that's like when 11 like went off kind of, right? And did her own thing at some point. Third season, that was like with the lifeguard kid Billy, and that one was all right. But this season I loved. Every aspect of it I thought was fantastic, and the characters were really fleshed out by this point, and they did a lot of stuff just between the characters. So, it almost for a couple episodes I was like, is this Mike and Will storyline and the stoner pizza guy? Like, are they going to do anything? And then they did, but it was also just more about them as characters. I felt like this season, but I really like this season of Stranger Things, for sure. So. Definitely like that. Did you already watch Squid Game? Yes, I watched Squid Game back when it came out, and actually I was visiting a friend in Chicago with some of my other friends, and we all watched it. Like we probably binged 6 of the episodes in a row in one weekend, and we were all just like, this is so good, keep going. We just kept watching and watching. I really liked Squid Game a lot. That was really cool. So great show. I don't really know how they're going to do a sequel to it unless it's kind of like completely unrelated characters, because that's the thing with Squid Game. Well, I don't really want to spoil it, but like, yeah, if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. What's going on? Squishy, are you rapping in the chat? Oh, you guys are all making a song. Okay, all right. Toast is round 2. Oh, round 2. Whoo! Oh, you guys didn't hear that. So the toast fell into the balsamic, and it was so hot it started sizzling. It was like, tss. Better Call Saul is a must. I have heard so many good things about Better Call Saul, and I am going to be honest. I loved Breaking Bad. Watched the whole thing back when it was on TV. And then I started Better Call Saul, and I was like, I think I got through most of the first season, And I was like, this is so slow and boring. And I think what it was, and then I've heard the show started slow and then built and built and built and almost kind of became like two shows in one. And so I have a lot of friends that stuck with it and watched it, and they were like, dude, it's so good. You have to watch it. And I want to, but I think part of the reason I probably disliked it at first was because I just come off the series finale of Breaking Bad, which was one of the greatest finales of any show ever. And to have to go from that to watching like the start of a new show that was starting kind of slow, I was like, I don't want to do this right now. So Better Call Saul is on my list of shows to watch. But as of yet, I have not been able to restart it. Just been working through some other shows. All right, here we go. Some more balsamic on here. That's the last of my basil on there. Sorry, guys. I'm just catching up with the chat here. I hope Stranger Things stops killing off the best characters in each season. I probably shouldn't have read that out loud in case it's a spoiler for people. But yes, I agree. They do that every season, and it's actually pretty annoying. But I also do like a show that is willing to kill off big characters. I do like that. Now, I also wish that they, well, not wish, but like at some point they're going to have to kill off some of the main characters, probably, right? Probably, but I don't know. And I actually had the chance to meet, shoot, what was his name? I don't even remember, but the kid who plays, Caleb. His real name's Caleb McLaughlin. I had a chance to meet Caleb McLaughlin while he was filming a movie here in Cleveland, so that was pretty cool. And I forget his stranger guy. I don't even remember his name. But yes, they do need to kind of stop that because it is a little annoying. All right, Silver, thank you for being here. Thank you for getting up at 4:00 to watch the stream. I really, really appreciate it, my dude. What is going on? What is going on in the chat? Do I have another device? Is this a song? I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, guys, this is ready to go. More toast. I can't remember if I mentioned this last week, but I started Severance, the TV show Severance, and every single episode of that show has been fantastic. So I've been really enjoying that. Did I put garlic salt on it? I don't think I put garlic. Did I? I don't remember. I don't remember putting garlic salt down there. Here we go. Dang it. Everything's falling off. Very good. All right. Sorry, guys. I just got super distracted. I'm trying to figure out what's going on in chat. I can't figure it out, so I apologize. This past weekend here in Cleveland, there was the Italian festival, the massive Italian festival they have every year, which was great because I got to get a sausage sandwich, had a little bit of pasta, eat some cannolis, smoke some cigars, hang out with my friends, drink some Peronis, watch some old guys play bocce. Good times all around at the Italian festival. If your guys' city has an Italian festival, I highly recommend you go. It's always a blast. The Feast of the Assumption is banging. I used to work at one in Cleveland every Labor Day, but then part of the building burnt down. So they kind of stopped having it, and then COVID hit. So they kind of stopped having it during COVID. But I used to make the sausage sandwiches, and they were incredible. And every year they would have, they call it the Greasy pole climb, where there's a wooden pole that is probably 50 feet tall that they erect in the middle of this Italian festival. And it's covered with like lard and Crisco. Like it's covered in grease. And teams of 5 guys have to try to climb to the top of the pole using only their bodies. So what happens is a guy will get on and he tries to hold on with his arms and legs to this pole, and he'll start slipping down because it's covered in grease. But as he's slipping, another guy will climb on top of his shoulders and try to get up even higher and grab on and try to stay there. And then someone will climb on him. And so they have to keep doing that over and over again until they get to the top of the pool. And it is one of the craziest things I've ever seen. So if you've never seen something like that in your life, I would recommend Googling, or maybe you could even YouTube search. Actually, let me see if it's, I'm sure you can probably YouTube search it. YouTube searching Greasy pole climb or something like that. Yeah, Vincent, Feast of the Assumption. Yes, exactly. Oh, fellow Clevelander. Yes, I am a fellow Clevelander. Yes. I wonder, now that I'm thinking about it, do I even have any Cleveland stuff up here? I guess this is the Nintendo logo, but it says Cleveland on it. I can't get this to focus, really, but that's too small for you guys to see. So there's some tiny stuff back here that says Cleveland, but I probably do need to put something up here that's even bigger that says Cleveland on it. But yes, I'm from Cleveland. Yes, I live here currently. Favorite retro console? Definitely the N64. I mean, I didn't have any console. The first console I got was the Xbox. Was the Xbox 360? No, the PlayStation 2. But so when I had to play all these things just at my friends and my cousin's house, and so the one I played the most was the Nintendo 64. I definitely played the first PlayStation a good amount. I played the first Xbox a little bit, but the Nintendo 64 was my favorite. Milo, eating toast. What's up? Welcome. Sorry, I shouldn't be talking with my mouth full, but I am. It's Toast Tuesday. Everyone can talk with their mouth full. This is Silver. You can eat toast for breakfast, but I'm telling you guys, toast can be eaten any meal of the day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, in between breakfast and lunch as a snack, in between lunch and dinner as a snack, as a dessert, because you can put whatever you want on it, right? So it could be savory, it could be salty, it could be sweet, it could be whatever you want it to be. So whatever you want it to be, it can be. I have nothing else to put on it, but I'm just going to put some of that garlic salt on this last piece and eat it. Because it's still going to taste good. Akron area, around the Akron area. Vincent, are you in Akron? Are you a Cleveland person too? Because that'd be cool. Akron, yeah. I'm probably 40 to 45 minutes away from Akron or so. But I had last couple times I went out there to do stand-up comedy, but I don't really do that anymore. But when I used to, I would go down to Akron every now and then to do some stand-up. A good game, Enlisted. It's free on Xbox, and another is Trench Warfare 1917 for mobile devices. So I don't really play mobile games because I'm terrible at them. Except like crossword. I'll play the crossword. But I'm sure that's a good game. It's crazy how good some of these games are you can play on your phone now. I mean, it blows my freaking mind every time I see people playing them. I'm just like, how you can do this on a phone now? I was like, do you know how much this used to cost you to play? Like it's absolutely crazy. But Enlisted, I have heard of, but I've never played it. But I'm sure it's great. My mom just gives me toast for breakfast usually. Okay, fair. So you can't eat it under your time, but you could wrap it up in some paper towels or something and put it under your pillow and eat it later. Or put it in not a plastic bag. You could just wrap it up loosely in a napkin and put it in your bedroom and eat it later before the mice do. You know what I'm saying? But that would be another way to eat toast at any time of the day. Also, you could just walk in the kitchen and be like, "Mother, excuse me, but I would like some toast right now." And she'll go, "But Silver, toast is only for breakfast." And you go, "But I want it for dinner." And then her head will explode because she's never heard of that before, or something like that. Portage County, yes, Portage County. Okay, very cool, very cool. This is wild that there are so many people from Ohio in the chat here. Do you have an Xbox? Well, over there somewhere in a box, I have my old Xbox 360, and then no, I don't have the Xbox One. And is there another one? Is there another, the Xbox X, Series X, right? I don't have either of those. The last one I had was the Xbox, and from the Xbox 360, and from the 360 I went to the PS4, and then I bought my PC after the PS4, and the PC is what I'm probably going to keep forever, unless Xbox or Sony can convince me that they have a good enough game that makes it worthwhile to buy one of the new systems. But so far, I haven't seen any of those. So I will just continue playing games on my PC. Minnesota gang, Milo, Minnesota gang. I've been to Minnesota several times and liked it a lot. I went to a Vikings game. I went to Minneapolis. I went to a bunch of different like tiny lakes up there and parks. Very, very beautiful during the summer. Would not want to live there during the winter. So enjoy your last few weeks of summer here because I know how cold it gets up there. All right. Woo! All right, last piece of toast here, fellas. And again, I got nothing really to put on it except garlic salt. Don't try this at home unless you're addicted to salt like I am, and then you could probably handle it. Midwest gang, yeah, I'm all about that. Do I play TF2, which I believe is still Team Fortress 2, correct? Hopefully that acronym hasn't changed, or else I'd feel even older. I never played Team Fortress 2. I think the only time I played it, which I know is like will probably elicit an audible gasp from people, like, but the only time I think I ever played it was someone had loaded it onto all the computers at our high school, and so I used to play it like I'd sneak out of art class and go play it with some people in high school. But other than that, I really haven't played it, and I probably should. I never played that, and I never played Portal. And those are the games that like are referenced in every meme ever. So I know what is in those games, but I've never actually played the games. So I should play them if I consider myself to be someone that's online. Tarkov, hilarious. You say, oh, Nathaniel, have fun making your toast. Squishy, I don't know what you've been saying for the past 15 minutes, but it's going way over my head, and I have no clue what's going on. So I apologize for just not understanding your all caps screams in the chat. I will try to do better. Tarkov, all of my buddies now play Tarkov, and they are addicted to it. And we'll be on Discord some nights, and everyone will be in there, and then the Tarkov guys will all join. And then they'll have to go start their own separate chat because they're all taking it so seriously and playing it. And the thing is, with Tarkov and games like that, games like what are they? Hell Let Loose or something. The thing with games like that, they're like hyper realistic shooters, is you have to be good at them, but you have to like get good at them, or else you like get your ass kicked, right? So like, the bullets drop, and there's all this real hyper realistic stuff in there, which as someone that likes history and war history is really cool to me. But at the same time, when I'm playing a game, I just want to be like a brain dead zombie. Like, let me play this game that I can just pick up the controller and be decent at, and not have to spend an hour like getting killed to do it. So that's why I don't play games like the Elden Ring games or whatever. That's why I never played Tarkov or in those games, because I'm like, if it's too hard for me to pick up in 10 minutes, I just am not going to take the time to play it, which I know is probably a bad way to go about gaming. But I have friends that play it and they have a lot of fun. So I'm like, you know what? None of if you guys are enjoying it, that's fine. I'm not gonna knock the game. It's just not a game that I would probably play. But who knows? I said that about Fallout 76 three times, then here I am playing that again. So who knows? Um, Game review: The Great War game. Honestly, they nerfed the goofy mustard gas. Great War. Oh, this is the World War One game. Yes. I remember we were talking about that. The same toast. Imagine the same toast apart from you toast. Wait, hold on. Imagine the same toast apart from you toast the toast with butter and add some pepper. Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, that would be good if I read that correctly. Do you have another device so you can put your channel on that device and show it to the? No, I'm not going to promote your channel on here. Get out of here. I do have another device, but I'm not gonna put your channel. Like, go put your own channel on your own live stream. Get out of here. Gonna try some strawberry butter on my toast. That sounds delicious. Let me know how that goes. Maybe a little bit of salt on there. Maybe a little bit of salt as well. Could go a long way. That sounds incredible. One of my friends left Discord forever. Dang. That's tough. It's very interesting to me that people are like growing up with Discord now, because obviously it's like brand new for me. Like I just got it 2 years ago or whatever, and people are like being raised on Discord. So you're natively so good at using it. Every time I use Discord, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, what is this? I have no clue what's going on. So I still don't really know how to use Discord well. So I kind of just act like a boomer in there. Like I'll pop in, check a channel. But you can be in so many channels. It's like, how do you even keep up with all this stuff? How do you turn the notifications on? I have no idea. So Discord's very overwhelming for me. Discord's the one piece of technology I feel like I've fallen behind on that makes me feel like a boomer. And I'm like, I don't know how to work this thing. So that's sad, but I still try to use it a decent amount. But you can always find more friends on Discord, I'm sure. Have I shot before? Yeah, but that was 10 years ago. So not in a long time. But again, a lot of my friends who play Tarkov like to shoot guns. So I don't know if I can even say those words on a live stream. We'll see if I get demonetized or canceled or whatever. But not in a long time. I have nothing against it. I just haven't done it in a long time. But I would go again for sure. Last time I went, I was with one of my buddies who went to West Point, and we had a great time. So I would definitely go again. Also, I like Cuphead. I've watched people play that game so many times. I do want to get it and play it. It looks like a blast, even though it looks like a very hard game. If I played Marvel Spider-Man, yes, I played the first one. And then I didn't get the second one because I didn't realize it came out on PS4. That's something I would reboot my PS4 for in order to play, and I'd get the second one because I really, really liked the first one. I mean, it growing up, I had played Spider-Man games on like PS2 and on Game Boy Advance, so I'm talking like side-scrolling old Spider-Man games. So going from those being my last Spider-Man games to the Marvel Spider-Man game for the PS4, I was like, holy crap, I feel like Spider-Man, which was awesome. So I love that game. I thought it was really, really well done. And I always like the superhero lore with all their different villains. Like if you guys saw that video I put out a couple weeks ago about Batman fighting his lamest villains, those are all real Batman villains from the comics. And so I really like the random villains in a lot of those games. That's why I like the Batman Arkham game so much. And I thought the Spider-Man game did a good job of putting a lot of those random villains in the Spider-Man game too. What else am I going? World War II is better than World War I. We just talked about the straight wars here. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to catch up on the chat here. I tried the strawberry butter toast with a tad bit of salt, and it was mwah. Yes, exactly. You put a little bit of salt in anything, it's good, but especially on toast. Speaking of which, take another bite of this. The second one is definitely worth a playthrough. That's the Miles Morales one. Yeah, one of my buddies just told me that like a week or two ago, and he was the one who told me that it was on PS4 as well. So I was like, oh, I thought I was going to have to buy a PS5 to play it. So I'm like, oh no, I'll get it and play it on my PS4. So that is a game I do want to play in the next couple months. And we'll be probably buying or borrowing in order to play it because I really do want to. And we almost got into World War III with Russia. Yeah. They came out with some kind of report or something today saying that if we got in a nuclear war with Russia, 5 billion people would die slowly due to starvation. And all I heard was there'd be no more toast. Which, that would be terrible. So, let's hope, fingers crossed, that doesn't happen. I need to start a gaming channel. Okay, people keep saying this. Here's the thing. The reason why I don't stream on Twitch is because YouTube was my first platform. I love YouTube. I've always been a fan of YouTube. I have a 20,000, 25,000 subscribers on here. And that's a good amount of people to come watch my live streams. Whereas Twitch, I'd be building from square one. But I do feel like Twitch is way more gaming centric than YouTube is, but I could be wrong on that. But I know I don't have to live stream, so I don't think I would live stream my gaming. I definitely wouldn't live stream my gaming on this YouTube channel. But I would be interested in making gaming content. I think I would just need to toy around with it and figure out how I would do that. Like, would I do hey guys, it's me, Charlie, where I'm like sitting at my computer, like reacting into games, like I'm in the corner, just like as I'm playing it, like, okay, here we go, we're playing the Krusty Krab SpongeBob game. Or would I like do a side by side, or would I do like lore videos where I do a lot of research and then stitch a video together and give my commentary over it? Or would I make would I make all this other? I don't know. I don't know what I would do. So, yeah, I don't know, because I watch all different types of gaming content. So I've never really sat down and thought about would I which one would I like to do myself? So I'm not super sure, but you guys keep pushing it every week, so it's something I do want to think about. Silver, hopefully you can get some more toast then. That's great. But yeah, so I appreciate you guys saying that every week. Again, I just have to kind of think of it. See you, Silver. I just have to think about how I would want to actually lay it out. But it is something that I want to do. So we're just about at 50. Yeah, we're just a little under an hour now, and I'm out of toast. So as always, thank you guys so much for being here. Hopefully this one was exciting. I finally got all of the fixings this week. We had the tomatoes, the basil, the balsamic, the garlic salt. I don't think we were really missing anything this week, which is good. But then next week, I'm going to have to come up with something else, because that was 2 weeks in a row, the same stuff. So next week, I'll have to figure something else out. But as always, I do appreciate you guys being here. This was fun. Everyone, Jason, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thanks to everyone for being here. And again, next week again, it will probably be at around the same time, 8:00 on Tuesday. But then as the people start to go back to school, I'm going to post a poll on YouTube to see what time might work better for people. So, oh, Damien, you're still in here. I didn't know you were still in here. So Damien's my friend who told me about the Spider-Man game, I believe, from what I remember. So I do want to play that game. So that will happen as well. But thank you all so much for watching. I will see you again next week. And for the guys that are in Ohio, and a really cool thing going on this weekend out in Conneaut, Ohio, there's D-Day Ohio, which is the largest D-Day reenactment in the world. Takes place in Ohio, and it's super cool because there's a bunch of reenactors and old weapons and guns and all sorts of really cool things that you can actually see and hold, and veterans, even though there's not many left, veterans will show up. So check it out, D-Day Ohio. It is this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Saturday is the cool, super fun day to go. But it is awesome. So if you can make it up to there, Vincent and Nathaniel and anyone else who's in Ohio here, definitely check it out. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. And I will see you on the next one for some more Toast Tuesday.